Coach Jesse McWilliams, Spectrum News 1. Just give us an overall assessment of what you saw in the preseason. Do you like kind of the foundation that you've built so far with the regular season fast approaching game?
I'd say we still got a long ways to go. We lost 3 seniors, obviously, all of them playing professionally, and we have no seniors on this team, so wondering who made the schedule to jump into the fire like we are, but again, we're making strides, but we got to continue to get better and hopefully grow up in a hurry.
Yeah, actually I got 2 questions. One, why aren't you wearing socks?
I've got, they call these things like footies.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. It's
yeah.
cold outside.
It's a new thing, but yeah, I got those on.
Okay, you playing really good teams early on, and you just kind of mentioned that, but how beneficial did you find it last season? You had the 4-3, but then you went on the run. Did you find that to be really beneficial and help your team develop?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons for doing it. One is, let's go ahead and find out where our blemishes are and what we have to clean up and do better. Also, you're going to be playing that caliber of opponent in the ACC, obviously, and then once you get in the postseason. So I think you've got to, play some high-level teams to prepare you for that. And then, quite honestly, opportunities for exposure, for your program. Anytime you can be on the ESPN networks, I think it's beneficial. And like I said, put your players on that stage, and hopefully they learn to not be fazed by it. So I see a lot of positives. The negative is you can't get a haymaker to the jaw, but again, it'll hopefully make us better.
Hey, Coach, Todd Gibson, CBS 17. Now that the Maryland game, Tilda looks a little bit meaner. What'd you do to get her a little more physical?
Who looked meaner?
Tilda.
Yeah, I think Tilda has gotten a little stronger inside, and this summer she had an opportunity to play for the Swedish national team. She had always played for like the under 20, whatever, but this summer she made the national team, and I think just practicing every day, playing competition at that level, those are the teams that qualify for the Olympics and things like that. So she faced good competition all summer, and obviously that was a point of emphasis. We felt like she needed to get stronger, maybe get a little meaner, and so hopefully she's still Swedish. But she needs to hopefully continue to get a little tougher.
Coach Chris Lee from WRL. I know you talked about not having seniors, but you definitely have Zoe in her junior season, Cadence and Camille. Especially Cadence and Camille with their second year, their first year here after transferring here. What do they add that you guys didn't necessarily have last year, and that you've noticed after the exhibition games?
Yeah, I think one thing we felt like she gives us more of an inside presence at the 4 position. We had trouble in the NCAA tournament when we lost LSU. Just didn't feel like we matched up real well at the forward spot, physically on the boards, things like that. So I think Camille brings some of that, definitely. And again, you're right. Zoe has been here this is her 3rd year now, so she is a veteran, and we're looking to her for a lot of leadership as well. So again, Zoe's a lot of times not as vocal, things like that, so she's having to learn to step up and be a little more of a vocal leader as well. But we're obviously relying on her and Camille and some of the others to give us some veteran presence.
When you look at Cadence, she rebounded the ball really well against Maryland. Do you see, kind of in the way she plays and affects the game, like a similarity to like what Madison Hayes was able to do for you?
Yeah, similar type spot. Of course, the difference is Madison Hayes was here with us 4 years, and so obviously she had that advantage of being in our program, knowing the system, the culture, all that. But yeah, I think Cadence had a really good game, at Maryland. And she's able to get to the boards, from a guard position, shoots the three really well, can be explosive to the rim. So, definitely, we're, excited about what she brought in the Maryland game as well.
Okay, you talked about, scheduling tough opponents and just the exposure that it brings, but when you're kind of considering those things, how much of it goes into that sort of viewership thing, considering that, that the ACC has implemented some of those incentives? Like, is it more, do you say, well, we want to play them regardless, or is that, okay, well, that is in the back of my mind, that we could have a lot of eyes?
Yeah, I think it's definitely, from a recruiting standpoint, putting our program on that stage consistently. I think, it does give us a little more exposure in the recruiting standpoint. And like I said, I think the players, they would rather play those type of games. Let's face it. For a coach, it sounds like a great idea, the year before when you're doing the schedule. Oh yeah, let's play them. And now when when it's right in front of you, you're thinking, man, what was I thinking back then? But, I just think our program's at a point where regardless of how many seniors we have, who's returning, who's not returning, we're going to put ourselves in that position, and for better or for worse. And hopefully, like I said, it'll pay off down the road.
Hey, Coach. I was wondering what you thought.
And who are you again?
Ernie Myers, we'll fight for
Hey.
Sports Radio. Your point guard position, Zam, and how did you think her play is the first two games? I've been impressed with the way she's kind of handled herself the first two games. Because she seems like a score first point guard, but she's been really kind of dishing the ball out and kind of running the team.
Yeah, I think her and Zoe are both unselfish and will share the ball. And, I think Kashi is going to help us some as well. I think all three of those are good point guard options. The concerning part coming up, the Tennessee game, is they're going to press you from the time you step off the bus until the horn goes off, and full court, and they're flying around, they're long, they're athletic. So it's going to be a real test. You may have seen they won their exhibition game by 100, so it's scary. I mean, we're going to be tested. Those guards are going to be tested and really have to step up, be strong physically, mentally. Our whole team is, because they come at you in waves. Obviously, they're subbing every 2 minutes. That's going to be unique as well. So, yeah, but I do, I like the idea of going to battle with Zoe and Z better than not going to battle with Zoe and Z. So hopefully we can handle it.
Hey Wes, Trayvon Miles from ABC 11. You talk extensively about defense. Last year, in the middle of the year, I can remember you talking about getting the team to buy in. How important is it that this team buys into defense, and how important it is to you guys and your identity, and what is the challenge of getting that to happen quickly, as opposed to waiting until kind of the middle of the season for them to identify that?
Yeah, let's face it, the outside noise is all about offense. How many points did you score, and how many threes did you hit, and all that. And offense is great, obviously, when you have nights where you're feeling it, it's going in, that's great. But you're going to have nights where it's not going in. Last year we were fortunate enough to win a regular season championship, go 16-2 in the ACC. You don't do that unless you'll defend and rebound every night. And still feel like we have a long ways to grow there. I still feel like we're not, totally committed sometimes and buying into it. I think we have to play with more urgency, more energy, play together as a team more defensively, helping each other. Our first exhibition game was horrible, and really, to be honest, Maryland exposed us some there as well. I mean, they were able to come down in transition and really attack gaps. So you know, we gotta get better. And then again, this Tennessee team not only is athletic and explosive, but they're also long on the boards too. So we're gonna play great team defense, and we're gonna have to finish it with box outs and going and getting the ball. You saw what happened again. They put up 148 points in their exhibition game. We can't win doing that. I think we gave up 29 points in the second quarter to Maryland. You can't win that way either. So you've gotta buy into night in, night out, getting that done.
What have you been able to learn about your two freshmen through the preseason so far?
You know, they're up and down. You know, that's the way freshmen are. And some days they come in and they look pretty good. I mean, I'm excited about them, definitely. But some days, you know, you're a little concerned. Again, we're going to see the press Tuesday, and it's going to be very aggressive, full court. So then you have days where you look at them and say, oh wow, they got a ways to go if they're going to get on the court against a team like that. So, but both of them, I'm excited about both of them. They both can knock down threes. You know, Adelaide really stretches the D with her range. Kashi's explosive to the rim, but can also knock down the three. She can also get after somebody and harass them and guard the ball. You know, Adelaide's got some length to her. I thought she didn't play as much probably as I would have liked against Maryland, but the minute she played really well. So I think both of them shown flashes. They're going to be really good here. It's just a matter of how quickly.